Hello and welcome to the Build with Baer workshop. My name is Pat Baer. I'm here to build a Lego set, and I don't expect that Lego set to take the whole show. And if it does, okay. If it doesn't, well, then I've also got a model kit to put together. It's Garp's a marine ship from One Piece. Does it have its own name? No, because the Navy just says that it's the commander of the ship's name. They don't denote it, which is convenient but annoying when you're like, I'm going to build Garp Ship. Which one? Garps. Anyway, I'm going to throw the Bear Cave Lego the site emote in the chat. If you're currently a subscriber, you can say hi. I already know we don't got a lot of folks here. Lashbrook is here. Hi, Lashbrook. Right now, not a lot of people in the chat. That's okay. I'm hoping a few more folks decide to join us. Saturdays, I'll say this, folks. Aristofan is here. Hi, Aristofan. Throwing in that tier 2. Saturdays have been a little light, and I don't. I'm not thinking about switching days around because right now I like Monday, Thursday, Saturday as days I do and spacing them out and having Wednesday be my bonus game stream. Of course, next Wednesday, I should say, just is my bonus thing. And then 2 Wednesdays I'll be streaming because I'm not going to stream on Thanksgiving evening. Well, while I won't have much of a Thanksgiving as compared to previous years, I still don't want to stream on American Thanksgiving. So I'll be doing my regular stream that Wednesday, and I don't think I'm doing a bonus stream. I could maybe do a bonus stream at I don't know, maybe I would do one like that Friday. I would throw up a bonus stream just because I like doing bonus streams. They're fun. But as of right now, the plan is next Wednesday, Hearthstone, new expansion, going to play Hearthstone. Following Wednesday, that'll be a build stream on the 25th because the 26th is American Thanksgiving. And I plan to do that. It's just my parents and then another couple who are within our bubble. And that's fine. That's totally okay. And I'm feeling all right about that. But yeah, we're just in the hangout zone right now. As I said, would it be cool if a few more folks joined us? Of course it would. Is it okay if it's a chill evening with just a couple people hanging out? Totally. Does it put pressure on people in chat right now to talk more in chat and type more? No. And I always want to make that clear, folks, because I know some of y'all, you like throwing in the emotes now and again. You just like relaxing. You're not here to throw things out there. Other people, very invested in letting me know what's going on and asking questions and making their own comments. Everybody's different, and that's okay. But if you do feel like, contributing to what we're going to talk about tonight, feel free. Of course, in the second hour, we will talk about anime because, that's me. I'm going to talk about anime in the second hour of the stream. That's what I do. I've got some shows to talk about and, some thoughts on what I watched. And then today, I saw 3 people play Dark Souls 3 with a DDR controller. Aristofan, I'm going to assume that was for Extra Life because it's extra. I'm fairly proud of that. That's an okay joke, right? Part of that Twitch Con thing. Oh, hello, Cal Unit. Welcome. Oh, is that for GlitchCon or whatever? Whatever GlitchCon is. I know I'm supposed to know something about GlitchCon, I guess. I'm supposed to have any idea what GlitchCon was, but watch now exclusive content featuring hundreds of your favorite streamers. Okay, well, I didn't watch any of that. I just got messages from marketing to my Twitch about that. I checked out absolutely 100% zero of those things. I'll tell you what I was doing all weekend. Games Done Quick has an exhibition as part of it. Oh, that's cool. Aristofan, that is cool. I was watching Desert Bus, and we'll probably raid Desert Bus later tonight at the end of the stream. Hello, Epic Open World. Welcome. Happy to have you here. Welcome. But yeah, I'm catching up with my friends on Desert Bus. Last night I watched, I think 8 hours while I was doing other things and while I was actively watching it. It is a shame. My favorite of it, because it's a 24-hour thing. They start and they just keep going, and there's 4 shifts and they rotate through. My favorite shift is Night Watch, which is 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. So That's tough for me right now because they just started their shift, and I have to catch up on the videos and then watch live when the stream is done. But 2 hours, I'm going to miss some stuff. And they are. I have friends in every shift because I have lots of friends who work for Desert Bus, who work on Desert Bus, the Desert Bus for Hope, raising money for Child's Play. Um, and but that one is just a collection of vibes that I really gel with that particular group of folks and their vibe. It's very much my thing. Also, Graham, at some point, Graham Stark is going to do a this or might do, has the option of doing a bit of this or that I wrote for the show, and I'm really hoping he doesn't do it while I'm streaming, so I can be there. Uh, Although the particular one of it, I feel like probably isn't right for that actual group or whatever. That's fine. Oh, I am dropping frames. Hopefully that'll be okay. I had no internet problems today. Oh, so I'm hoping that everything works out here, folks. And I apologize if I am choppy or stalling, but let's see. Uh-oh. Yikes. Oh, no. Ooh. Oh no. Uh-oh. Folks that are watching the recording of this, I'm going to let this roll as I try to figure out what's going on with my internet. But my internet is seemingly out. So I'm going to stop the stream. Let's see if I can stop the stream. No. Internet connection looks good. I am unstable. And OBS won't let me stop. OBS is trying to reconnect, and it won't let me disconnect, which I would like to do, but it's not. So folks that are watching my thing here, or watching me stream live, we'll see if this reconnects. And are we reconnected? Hello! The stream did die. Refresh. Let's see if we can get folks to refresh their stream and come back. If you are watching this on YouTube after the fact, hey, I got disconnected. I dropped some frames and then I got disconnected, and it looks like we are back. So I apologize for folks. Thank you for bearing with me. We didn't even get to start the thing, but please refresh. Yeah, and refresh your streams if it didn't automatically reconnect. It did disconnect. I apologize. Do not know what happened there. But hopefully we will not have any issues. And I have a good connection now. But yeah, just disconnected totally. Again, folks that are watching this later on the archive, I didn't stop recording, so we're okay there. But yeah, let me go and tweet out that we're going to get going with the build here, and then we'll get going and build. A good Saturday night is ahead of us, which is the belief. The belief is that this will be a good night. And let's go to our Camaro. We're building a Lego set. This was bought off my Amazon wish list by Mike Kaiser. Thank you, Mike. Bobby Desrolla said, I just tuned in. Hi, Pat and chat. Well, hello to you, Bobby. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I got disconnected, so you came in at a perfect time. We haven't even started building yet. I did like a couple pieces assembled. But yeah, this is bought off my wish list. This is a Chevrolet Camaro Z1L, if I remember correctly. Yes, the ZL1, not Z1L. What am I saying? Look at this guy. Look at this goop. It's a ZL1. Folks, I don't express to know anything about cars at all. I just know this looks cool, and also there's something about a Lego set that just features so many dang stickers. I believe the tires will move Epic Open World. If I'm looking at this design, like I won't know for sure until I assemble it, but looking at the wheel wells and these connectors, hey, Lord Crashington, welcome. But looking at those two things lead me to believe, and these wheels lead me to believe that this will be able to move around. Generally, they do. I didn't want to say 100% because I haven't built it yet, but they typically are move. You can drive them around. But this has Dang, this has like so many decals on it. Just a lot of stuff. Uh, yes, there are a lot of logos on this car. I mean, you can see in the image, this car is going to be full of logos. It's a race car. So, but yeah, I don't pretend to know much about anything about this world that we are building a car in. Uh, I can just tell you that it looked neat, and I was like, dang, that's a lot of stickers. I'll put that together. Jam is here. Hey, Jam. Happy to have you here. And as always, this kit is going to lead us into, like, basically, this could take the whole stream, especially with the amount of decals. But what I like to be able to, advertise this and then also mention the thing we're going to work on next, which I know will take a full stream to do, which is Garp's Marine ship from One Piece, because that has also a whole lot of stickers. A whole lot of stickers, because the One Piece kits feature a crap ton. Excited to see with the full decals. Yeah, it's a nice set. Feels really sturdy when it's done, too. Oh, nice. And also, hello. Welcome. Happy to have you here. Yeah, it'll be fun to assemble all of the decals and try to get them on right and just like put it together. But this does look like a fun kit, and I am excited to put it together. And as always, is this car sponsored by Mountain Dew and Slim Jim? I don't know. It's got a lot of stuff on it, just a lot of decals. It does have a little like Mountain Dew Monster Energy drink kind of vibes to it. Also, we're gonna make a fuel tank that is the size of our driver, and that's just nonsense that I really like. Also, why does our driver have that? Is our driver a one-person pit crew? Is that what's happening? I guess that's what's happening. But yeah, lots of decals to put on this. The newer cars are very cool. Yeah, I think this looks neat. I was excited to put together, and like I said, one thing I will say, this you can tell by looking at this, and this is the thing I dislike. I would say the only thing I actively dislike in modern model kit Lego set, I should say. In modern Lego, there's only one thing I really dislike about it, and that's this is not the right color. And maybe it didn't look great on the page. I don't know. But that's not the right color. It's actively, earnestly not the right color. And that is annoying. Is there anything on this table like this blue? No. If I'm looking at this, I know this is blue. But this looks purple to me. And that's very frustrating. I don't like that because that's what I say. Sometimes I have trouble with the difference between light gray and dark gray. On these pages. Sometimes luckily this kit is small enough that there are no duplicates between those two. But in other kits, there are going to be these duplicates, especially when you start looking at like Star Wars. Star Wars is mostly light gray and dark gray. So I always run into some issues there myself where I'm just like, this should be easier than it is. They are making this difficult, and I don't know why. But don't get me started on the booklets that have black pages. That's just so frustratingly rough. All right, so put that there. Put that there. I hope everyone's doing okay here on this Saturday. I hope you're staying safe out there, taking care of yourselves, looking out for each other, looking out for friends and family, and just trying to figure that stuff out. Trying to tell gray pieces from silver pieces feels like total guessing. Yeah, sometimes you're just like, well, I'm out of this color. Did I do it wrong? Or you have to go like, so for this piece, right, there's no light gray for this piece. But if there was a light gray for this piece, I would have to look and go, well, these are the same color as this, and that's the same color there, so okay, I think I did this right. But it is frustrating. I was talking on Twitter a bit, reminiscent about my friends' givings. And it's a bummer. I would say a lot of what's going on. Obviously, this year is garbage. It's just a garbage year. If you've had good things happen to you, I am not trying to take away from that. I am just merely stating that even just to say personally, it's been a garbage year. But I was thinking about Thanksgiving and how Thanksgiving has really honestly transformed for me over the past few years and changed for me. So, for folks know that this year I moved from New York to South Carolina. I'm currently staying with my folks while I figure some stuff out. I'm going to adjust this here. That's good. While I figure some stuff out. And one of the things about coming to stay here and visiting is that I'm going to spend Thanksgiving with my parents, which I haven't in a very long time. My parents used to live in Connecticut. That's where I was born and raised. I moved to New York, but I was able to come and see them for Thanksgiving, right? Because it was just like I'd just come for the day. Maybe I'd come down on Wednesday and then leave on Friday, or maybe I'd leave on Saturday or whatever. But I was able to take a couple days. Some days I traveled on Thanksgiving Day, came home. Like I was able to do that. It wasn't that big a deal. Then they moved to South Carolina, where I am now, and that was not going to happen. On Thanksgiving, I wasn't going to travel from New York to South Carolina, getting the time off. That just wasn't going to happen. So I didn't, and I would just see them at Christmas. And that first year was rough because it had been my whole life. I had always spent Thanksgiving with my folks, and this was like not too long after they had moved, and it was it. I didn't expect it to be an emotional event, and it was. Uh, so a friend of mine was like, "Hey, I'm going to Poughkeepsie, which is in upstate New York, not even that far out, not too far away from New York City." It's like my family's having Thanksgiving. Come with me. So I got to have a family Thanksgiving. It wasn't my family, but it was really nice, and it was like a very sweet time and a lovely gesture from a friend of mine to just be like, "Hey, we can just do this." I always be grateful for that. It was a lovely thought from her. And then the next year, I got invited to friends who were doing a friend Thanksgiving, and ever since then, I've done friend Thanksgivings in New York, and it's been people that I'm very close to and a couple people that I'm not. I jokingly said there is one girl whose name I learned at one point and then forgot and just never relearned it. uh, and it became like a thing that was like over the course of several years. And I do think about I could just look in the emails that went out to people and find her name in there, but I never did. And then eventually I just learned it again. And I will. And here's the thing: I will forget it by the time we have Thanksgiving again together. But yeah, I was just reminiscing with that. It changed. The holiday became a time to catch up with friends I don't see that often, share good food, bring food, and enjoy a meal with like found family. Uh, and yeah, it totally changed what Thanksgiving was for me, and it is a bummer. Wristband says some pieces have a sparkle to them. Differentiate them in instructions. Yellow from gold sometimes. Yes, sometimes. You're totally right. Then Lord Christian says, ooh, my Amazon PS5 pre-order situation got a lot worse as they did ship it last night and declared it undeliverable a few hours later while I was asleep. Found out another person around here had the same issues, so it's either the new warehouse messing up the shipping or somebody fucked up a number of PS5s. Oh, that sucks so much. Ugh. Declaring it undeliverable while you were asleep is just like, oh, so y'all fucked up, huh? Okay. That is rough to hear, and I'm sorry to hear that. That totally sucks. And yeah, that is somebody really fucking up. Uh, and ugh, awful. I'm very, very sorry to hear that, my friend. That like it's that thing of like it's just it's such a big purchase. A console pre-order is no joke. It's like a lot of money that you are spending on a thing, and to just not, and then to be like, all right, well, some of them aren't coming, and who knows when, and all right, I'll stick to this or whatever, and then like it just be like, yeah, it was, hey, it shipped. Oh, but it couldn't be delivered. Uh, fuck. That's so rough. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope that this gets corrected very soon and you get your dang PS5. And I hope you get to make play some fun games and have a good time with it. Of course, like anybody. That is rough. Yeah. All Earlier, I did see this, and so I apologize that I did not comment on it because I was talking about other things. Uh, but it was mentioned that Yakuza 7, Like a Dragon, is out, and it's so good. It's this weird thing where Bug Snacks is kind of I've taken a Bug Snacks break. I really like Bug Snacks, but here's the thing: between Like a Dragon and uh, the Hearthstone like semi-release ahead of the next expansion next week, the Hearthstone revamped its it totally revamped what was it? I missed two pieces. Let me put those in. It revamped its achievement system. It used to be you get a task every day and you get some gold for it. Now they're really extending how that stuff works, and it's basically it's a long overdue thing that while I don't think will bring in new players, it might bring in lapsed players because it is a progression system instead of just like a quest system, which is cool. It's been fun because like I've been doing things. It basically it rewards you for doing things you do normally, and then also rewards you for things that you wouldn't normally do, and encourages you to try them. And then there are daily things you can do, and then there are weekly things you can do. Like it shouldn't take longer than a day, and you can also refresh them once a day, or at least one of them once a day. If you like, if you're like, yeah, no, I'm never gonna play Battlegrounds. I don't like Battlegrounds. I'm not even gonna like. Don't give me a reward for playing Battlegrounds. I don't want to. Let me hit the refresh on that one. Um, I would love to play anything on the PS5, but our kiddo just demands more Burnout, so we're playing more Burnout. Real Rai, I totally, I totally understand. Sometimes, sometimes it's not about you. Somebody else gets to make the call. Sometimes I hear it. I hear you. New Yakuza, real good. Been playing that nightly. Yes, I am digging. I am digging Like a Dragon. Here's the thing. I knew I would. I knew I would be into it. Because like it's so fun, and it's allowing itself to grow and change and letting the team do something different, but still feels right. It's not completely different, but it is a different vibe, and you know, taking maybe some lessons learned in Judge uh, or Judgment, and allowing like to be like, okay, well, we took some changes there, and some things weren't right, and this new battle system I think is great. Epic says my only criticism of Yakuza so far is it starts a bit slow. Like they could have cut some of the exposition. Yes, I think they were worried. Well, I think they were very worried about like a Yakuza game that they're dubbing in English and they're delaying so they can do a proper job, and they're putting out and they're like making a go of it. This is like them being like, okay, like this is a game that we're putting out there. We're hoping people are like invested and interested, and that we can keep building this franchise going, and that we can expand our audience because of all the goodwill that Kiwami, and Zero had with the audience, that we can like continue building. And like 6 sales were way up over 5, so like they're hoping that this is going to be that they can branch out to a new audience and go for it. So I can understand them being like worried about just dropping you in, and I do think they probably went too far with it. That it probably is a little too slow. But I can also see somebody being like, I've heard a lot about Yakuza. Oh, they got an English language one. All right, yeah, I'll watch. Oh, yeah, I'll play that. Like, or somebody who's like, well, I played Miles Morales, and I'm tired of Assassin's Creed, and I'm tired of Call of Duty, and I don't know what else to play. Oh, Yakuza. I've heard of Yakuza. Okay. That also might be people who are like, well, I played Watch Dogs and I didn't play 2. Should I play 3? Like there are folks out there who are like, I don't know if this is something I should be even trying. Oh, cool. So we're gonna put that. I guess this represents the fuel tank, uh, and this is not a decal. I think these are not a decal because they are very tiny. This is printed on there. It just says Chevrolet. Chevrolet. I like that. I like that this is just like. I assume it's just because that would be a very tiny decal. So it's like, you put it on there. You do it. But yeah, I'm liking Yakuza. I was enjoying Bug Snacks. I don't. I don't know if I would have liked Bug Snacks more if it didn't have a plot or a storyline or characters. If it was just like the kind of like Viva Pinata Pokemon Snap hybrid that it is, and then introduce all these characters in this world, and there's a storyline, and there's people have opinions of things that are happening in the game, and I'm like, I don't know if I like, and I know that was probably a lot of conversations with young horses, right? It's like, how much of a game should this be? And it's tough. It's tough to say because like obviously I wasn't there for the iterations, um, but yeah, I'm almost wondering if I would have liked Bug Snacks more if it was less of a like total package, and if it just like focused on more snacks and like I don't know. I don't know. Uh, yeah, I mean last week I get what you're saying. Um, I'm playing in English. Epic World's talking about Yakuza. It's less mentally taxing English if it makes sense since I ain't reading everything. Yes, Epic World. I totally understand what you're saying. I prefer to play games like Yakuza subtitled. Um, no disrespect to the voice actors that are doing the work and the localization teams. I've heard this localization team worked really hard to like get the jokes and like make them work, but like the joke where someone's speaking broken English. I watch the clips both ways. I've gotten mine in English in the Japanese. Yeah, it just doesn't work the other way. Like that joke is just as like they tried to make something work for it, and I'm like, nah, sorry y'all, you didn't get that joke in the way you wanted to. Good effort, but no. Um, but yeah, so it's weird. I'm playing like two like m- current release video games, and then also Hearthstone, playing a bunch of Hearthstone. But it's been great to play Hearthstone while I've been watching um, Desert Bus, just to have something going on while other things happen. I'm gonna hit the. Just want to check my notifications. All right, we're good. Is it really weird to hear? It's really weird to Kurt's spoken English now. Like the writing is the same, but here I'll make the whole thing land differently. The crassness lands more clearly in a native tongue. Yeah, I mean, like there's uh, flavor like that, right? Like I think that playing it in English. Like, as I said, I haven't played it in English. I've only watched some clips. I've watched like comparisons between the two. So I can't say that I've played a lot of it in detail. Like I'm not claiming that. But what I've seen of the comparisons is like it does go from like lovable dirtbags to questionable dirtbags. Like there are some characters that I'm just like, all right. That I bet in Japanese I'm like, oh, okay. Ha ha ha. Whereas if it's here in English, I'm like, come on. Hey, dude, relax. Uh, and yeah, that is the language barrier, right? But sometimes intonation, and I will say this, y'all, watching years and years of anime, you do pick up on, even if I don't understand the language, I understand tone pretty well when it comes to stuff like that. So, like, there are times where you can pick up, like, well, I don't know what you just said here word for word, but I do know the vibe you are putting out, and I do know that you are bad news. Uh, I don't think I wrote it in my write up. Uh, uh, for sport climbing girls, but there's a girl there, the evil girl that acts like a spider but has bunny ears for like she has a hat of bunny ears for no reason. I'm just like, nah, you're bad news. You're saying a nice thing, but I can tell you're not saying it nicely. Hey, it's that car. It is that car. We're working on the Camaro. It is the Camaro ZL1. This is bought off my Amazon wish list, which is rad. I'm excited to build it. What there? Oh, we gotta put that didn't lock in. So put there and this piece here. Yeah, this is coming together pretty dang nice. As I said, I was saying, oh, we'll do the Camaro and then Garp's marine ship because this is only a couple hundred pieces. Now it will have a lot of decals, which speaking of which, we are going to get our first decal here on the side. But I just was thinking, I'm like, this could be one stream, or this could be like an hour and a half. I don't know. Or it could take a little longer to the stream. So I was like, well, instead of just saying, hey, this is what we're working on, and then be like, surprise, I'm working on something else. It's like, I might as well just say what I'm working on next. I think it's kind of fun to let people know what's on next on the old agenda. And I got a few things left on my in my backlog. Hoping that I get that Gohan figure. Actually, while I'm going to figure out what decal I need there, let me go check this out. Let's see if I got an update. The problem of it slipping, because originally this Gohan was going to get released in October. It is now, it got pushed to November. So you assume, well, it's probably pushed a full month, but I didn't get any notification about it. Also, make it clear, I know it slipped because it got to be the end of October and I hadn't gotten an email saying that it had shipped. And then I went to the website, USA Gundam Store, where I pre-ordered it, and said, oh, it is now will be fulfilled in November. And that happens, and I understand, especially in the year 2020. I totally understand why things would slip, but it is very frustrating that, like, I didn't get an email saying, like, hey, this hasn't been fulfilled yet. Yeah, so still has not shipped, and it only says, yep, estimated arrival November of this month. So, also, hey, you know, it's November, so we're going to have Thanksgiving coming up. And then also, we're going to get into all the Christmas shipping stuff. So, like, I wish that I had any idea when this was going to arrive. Because this Gohan 1, I think it looks cool. The kit looks rad. It is ultimate teen, like, young adult Gohan. So it's powered up, Z-Sword era Gohan, unlocking his potential. But it also comes with a different head you can swap out to make him Gohan, future Gohan. The Gohan that only at one point had one arm that trained future Trunks. And that's rad. I love that. I think that's awesome. And I'm like, I want to build this kit. It was also bought with gift card money sent to me to USA Gundam Store by Harold. So I was like, oh, dang, I want to get that kit and, like, be able to send, to thank Harold for picking it up or sending me a gift card so I could pick it up. And I want to build it. Also, I haven't built a Dragon Ball Z model kit in a while, so I would like to do that. All right, so we got to put some decals on here. Now, there are two ways to do this. One, we could do them ahead of time and then make sure they line up properly on here. Or two, we can place them here and then put the decals over it so that we try to get this all to look like one unit where, like, it's just like the way that the plate is shifted. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to, instead of applying them first, I'm going to apply them on the model kit, or on the Lego set, I should say. And I think that'll do what I want. As someone who deals with vendors and shipping companies for their job, this holiday will be a disaster. Epic Open World, I believe it. Only buying 2 Christmas gifts this year. Guess who bought them in October? This guy. This guy did his Christmas shopping. Now, do I have to go buy cards? Yes, I have to buy Christmas cards. Can I buy those at a CVS? You bet your ass I can. Uh, but yeah, if you are like, hey, don't wait till Black Friday to get or Cyber Monday. Don't wait for Cyber Monday. First of all, it's late this year because that is, and second of all, that stuff just get it. Like I understand. I am not here telling you that you have oodles of money and you don't have to worry. And I understand that those deals are helpful for a lot of people, and I understand that, and I get that. But also, this year is nonsense, and you gotta like get what you need when you can get it, and do what you gotta do to get stuff done. But anything being shipped this year, like, is gonna be a nightmare, and everything's gonna be messed up and wrong. So like, just do your best with what and however you can. But like, if you're gonna buy stuff online for Christmas, get it early, or get really good at writing, I owe you something that didn't ship yet. Sorry. Buy stuff as early as possible. 100%. Yeah. Fan, you do you. Yeah. I mean, that's it. Like, I'm not like, I understand, right? Like, if you're like, our TV broke, we're gonna go get a TV for and save a lot of money. Like, okay, that's the choice you're making. Okay, be safe, be careful. I'm not here to judge. But like, if you're like, yeah, I buy stuff on Amazon, I'm gonna get stuff on like the second week of December. Don't do that. Get it as fast as you can, as soon as you can. I only cyber on Mondays, says Lord Crashington. Nice. Yeah, so I decided to put these stickers on the kit, or on the pieces after they were already assembled, so I can kind of try to line them up, because I want to try to line the top and bottom of this 5 together, because it is separated by the pieces, but I have in the past put together decals incorrectly, or haphazardly, and been unhappy with the results. And you do have wiggle room when it comes to the decals on a Lego set, but you only have so much wiggle room. There. I think it looks fine. That looks just fine. Happy with that. And then, gotta keep... Oh, we're gonna finish up this side of the car, and then we'll move on to the other side of the car. And a 3-piece. Hell yeah. All right. Moving on. The word belated will be thrown around a lot this year. Yes, I think it's like, hey, Merry Christmas. Could not help you. Also, I hope parents are not promising new consoles for Christmas, because that is not happening. Yeah, that's a rough one, right? Like, forget trying to, like, pre-orders were tough, but if you didn't get a pre-order, it's going to be difficult to get a system before next year. And they're going to be a lot of PS4 Pros and Xbox whatever the last gen was, middle ground. I've already forgotten. Whatever. There are going to be a lot of those under the tree of being like, I got you a PS4 Pro. It's just as good. And it technically is until several months from now, when the games you actually want don't come out for that anymore. Because everything is, because lots of stuff that you're really interested in is cross-gen. Because it has to be. All right, so number 6. Or is that number? Yeah, that's number 6, which is Camaro. Camaro. Gotta write Camaro on here. Gotta make sure this is a Camaro. But yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of parents being like, hey, this is a different kind of Christmas. And this sentiment is definitely the 1X, not the Series X. Okay, yes. Yes, that's right. It was the 1X, and now it's the Series X or Series S. So it went from 1 to Series. I don't know. Hey, somebody made a lot of money telling them this was the right call. The market research says this is the right call. So I don't know. You know, people got to earn a living. And sometimes that living comes by saying nonsense. Um, all right, so put a piece on there. We got our sticker there. I mentioned this on Twitter, and I stand by it. Actually, I didn't mention this. It's just something I saw that I agree with. Um, I am the kind of person, and I have been my whole life, that says it's not Christmas until Thanksgiving is over. I've always felt that way. I've always been annoyed that as soon as October was over, you would see Christmas decorations up, and you'd see mainly people trying to sell Christmas stuff, and I'd just be like, come on, just fucking wait till after Thanksgiving. Uh, uh, and and I understand that that is what people are like. It's like, oh, come on, come on. But this year, particularly this year, if your Christmas tree is up, awesome. If you got a Christmas tree and you got it up right now, today, at this date, halfway through November, hell yeah. You do your thing. You enjoy it. You deserve it. No shaming of celebrating Christmas real early. I went and I had to find on what external hard drive of mine, and I had to dig around to make sure I had it. Muppet Family Christmas, because I feel like I'm going to watch Muppet Family Christmas several times. Now, do I have a rip DVD rip of the UK DVD, which is the most complete, most possible high res version of Muppet Family Christmas ever, because the US VHS release was edited because they didn't have some of the licenses. They had the license for broadcast but not for distribution on a couple songs that are not public domain. You bet your fucking ass I have the UK DVD rip of that, so that I get the full complete special of Muppet Family Christmas, my favorite Christmas holiday video. Uh, I made sure I found that, made sure it. A friend of mine asked for is like, hey, do you got a copy of that? I uploaded it to my Google Drive so they could get it, because I was like, yes, celebrate with me. Um, we're doing it. We're making it happen. Um, all right, I gotta look real close on this. This sticker has like a color change, and I want to make sure I'm putting the color change in the right spot. I saw an eBay listing went up for an Xbox Series X box. Yep, okay. Only problem is there would be nothing on the shelves between Halloween and Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving isn't a retail holiday. Can you tell I work retail? Yeah, no, Professor Zoidberg. Uh, Professor, it is not that I don't think that, like, I don't understand why they would do it. I was just always annoyed by it. Like, I get it. I get it. Um, I was buying a Thanksgiving card. Like, I got my Thanksgiving card, like, the first week of Thanksgiving because, uh, my mom likes exchanging cards. So I got a Thanksgiving card the first week of November, I should say, because I knew that if I went now, they'd all be out because they were only going to buy so many, and that even the CVS was pushing Christmas stuff like when I went, and I was like, well, glad I came now because this is years ago, years and years ago. I uh, I I got in the habit, okay, of let's see, I'm trying to find a piece here. Am I missing a piece? Did I put a piece somewhere that shouldn't have had a piece? I should have two of these. And right now, I only see one of them. So the possibility is I dropped one, or I put it somewhere it didn't need to be. Now, there aren't any of another color. So it's possible that there was supposed to be duplicates of this somewhere on here. But I don't see it anywhere, and that's weird. So it's possible that that somewhere, like one of these it shouldn't be on there. That's weird. So hold on, folks. I got to figure this out. Oh, I found it. I found it. Okay. Problem solved. We did it, everybody. Holy shit. That freaked me out a little bit because Lego doesn't ship missing pieces. They don't ship with missing pieces. So I was like, what did I do wrong? I just couldn't see that it was the wrong, that it was the proper shape. Christmas stuff starts getting into my store in late August. So we're so annoyed with it before the customers even see it. Oh God, I can imagine. Yeah, I mean, I have worked retail. Of course, I worked specialty retail, so we didn't get a lot of Christmas stuff in. We would always get a few things like we sold Hello Kitty stuff, like Sanrio stuff. So we would get like a Hello Kitty, like it's Hello Kitty with a Santa hat on. But we'd only get so much of it because we knew we wouldn't sell a lot of it. Um, okay, oh, this is the story I was telling. So one year, I got in the habit of like buy my Thanksgiving card the day I go on the way to go to the train to go visit my folks, right? That was the habit I got into. I would go and get Thanksgiving card on the way and then stop and be like, okay, here we go. Hey, I got it. And one year I did it. And then that Thanksgiving day, I forgot about it. I completely forgot about it. So that Thanksgiving day, I like didn't have time to go out and get a card. So I went out the next day and said like, oh, and it's just like, oh, sorry, I forgot to put it out. And the next day I go out and I'm like, nobody's gonna have fucking Thanksgiving cards. It's the day after Thanksgiving. I bet they threw all that shit away Thanksgiving at like 4 p.m. if they were open. You know, they might have not even opened that day and just thrown it away or whatever. So I'm going. I went to a CVS, nothing. Go to a Walgreens, nothing. I find a Rite Aid, nothing. Eventually, I go into this like shop, the like this like just you buy. These are things to buy. The tchotchkes for on your grandma above the fireplace, like that kind of place. Like you're gonna buy yourself some sort of crystal bird, like that kind of thing. I go in there and they've got cards and they've got lots of Christmas stuff out because of course they do, and they got all different things. And I go up to the counter and I say, "Do you still have any Thanksgiving cards?" And the lady goes, "I always keep cards a day till the day after, because you're not the first person to come in. You won't be the last." And I was like, yeah, I picked the right person. This person knew. She's a small store. She's got she's got like a few things. She doesn't need to worry about it. She can wait an extra day to throw away her Thanksgiving cards. Uh, uh, and are Thanksgiving cards a thing? I've never seen a different family friend Thanksgiving I've been to. Yeah, I mean they are. The thing is, like any holiday has a card, right? While it's not while it's a day of remembrance, and it's certainly not a day that a lot of people take in respect, there are Veteran Day cards because maybe there is a veteran in your family and you want to send them a card. We've certainly moved away from that and more of like Facebook posts and like Twitter messages and emails, but there's still a world of cards. But yeah, that year, that lady just like knew that there would be people who were just like, I fucked up, I fucked up, and maybe not a lot of them. She didn't keep like a lot of cards, but she probably already also didn't stock a lot of cards. But she like experience knew she would sell a couple of them, and I was one of them. Uh, Oof, because it was easier to be like, oh, I forgot to get it. I'll get it. Oh, sorry, and then be like, hey, I totally forgot to put this out. That was way easier than just going, I forgot to buy you a card, which was the truth. It slipped my mind. I was rushing to the train station that day, that year. Uh, so is it a hot take that Thanksgiving dinner is better than Christmas dinner? It depends on your feeling of turkey versus ham. I mean, yeah, right. So here's the thing. For me, I like turkey, but I also don't like. I eat turkey. It's not like a one time a year thing. All the sides, maybe green bean casserole, I don't eat as much as other things, but I certainly do enjoy it and have it throughout the year. Uh, my Christmas Eve dinner has changed over the years. At a certain point, my dad just was like, I'm making lasagna. My dad makes excellent lasagna. And especially when it used to be, Christmas Eve used to be all this extended family. Hey, Dirty just subscribed for 15 months. Thank you so much, Dirty. My family gets around that by serving turkey and ham at both events. I like that. Okay. We're going to throw the applause in there. Let's throw the Bear Cave Lego. Cite the note in the chat. I am a dark meat eater myself. I do like a turkey leg. That is my thing, but I also do not mind the other meats on a turkey. Christmas usually has other things you do celebrate that day. Thanksgiving is only the dinner. Yeah, and the parade. Like I said, for me, Thanksgiving has become over the past like 7 years about friends and friendship and seeing people I hadn't seen in a while. Dirty, I'm going to hit that in just 1 second. Let me finish this little part and then we'll do that. That has been a big part of my holiday time for Thanksgiving has been friends, and Christmas has been family. And then Christmas over the last couple of years has been more and more just like my parents, and less of like, and maybe somebody will come and come over, and there'll be one other couple, and it'll be like my parents' friends. That has kind of been what Christmas is for us, and I enjoy it. But yeah, I mean, just great foods. Thanksgiving is one day of eating and then cool leftovers the next day. Christmas is Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, so you get 2 days of eating and enjoying. And here's the thing: if you prepare a turkey well enough, I'm talking brining, talking maybe deep frying, talking spatchcocking it, stuffing it if that's your thing. If you do a turkey right, it's excellent. And then, yeah, the sides are king, and the sides are great. And perhaps next Wednesday, there might be a video about Thanksgiving meal. There might be a video that I put out next Wednesday. I'm not saying 100%. That's definitely what's going to happen. But, there's a pretty good chance that the video I put out next Wednesday, that's what it's going to be about. But anyway, Dirty hit the thing for the gong. Dirty want that gong. So here we go. All right, we hit that. Thank you very much for using your channel points to redeem the gong. I am going to drink some water once we're done chatting a little bit. We worked Thanksgiving with KOC for a few years. We brought home stacks of leftover half trays of ham and turkey. Hard to beat a month of sandwiches. I think it's a mouth of sandwich, and that is hard to beat, but a month of sandwiches, yeah. Okay, so we're going to take a pause for the cause. What does that mean, you're saying to yourself? Well, if you're new to the stream, hello, welcome. This is the Build with Baer workshop where I build model kits and Lego sets and have a good time. And every single stream, I take a break in the middle of my building to be like, okay, it's time to hang out. Also, did I miss that I got a follower? I totally missed that. I'm so sorry that I missed that. It was a couple minutes ago. Baku Guda, thank you so much for the follow. I'm sorry that I missed that. But yeah, so this is the pause for the cause where I tell you various ways you can help support what I do here. All of it is optional. None of it is something you have to do. But if you want to, that's cool. I've had duck before on a holiday. I don't love duck, but I like duck. But yeah, it didn't knock my socks off. But also, I'm not against it. But anyway, I can't talk about food right now. I got to talk about what I'm talking about, which is ways you can support the channel. First and foremost, if you're currently a subscriber, you can throw the Baer Cave, the Lego, the site, the moat in the chat. Let the people know who are not subscribers. This is a great way to support what I do. If you have your Amazon Prime and you linked it and you have a Prime Gaming, you get a token you can use. You can use that on me. That's not even money you're spending because you already spent that money, honestly. You do that. You could also use Cash Money to subscribe if you want to do that. You could be a gift subscriber. Right now, we have 0 gift subs in the month of November. That's okay, but I would love a couple gift subs. If you're wondering, hey, Pat, why aren't you building? I will be back to building, but I take this break every stream. But yeah, also bits and coins, cheering. Cheering is a great way to support what I do because all of it goes into hitting that minimum, making sure that I'm getting a payout every month. Because that is very important. Now, what happens with the money that I make from Twitch? Well, I buy model kits with it because I got to keep buying model kits to keep building model kits. You get it. That's a way to support what I do. Another way to support what I do is joining my Patreon. I have a Patreon. You could do a $1, a $3, a $5, or a $10 tier, so it's more varied than than Twitch, certainly. The rewards are you get videos early on my Patreon. There's a monthly Q&A that I do that is exclusive to my Patreon. Nobody else sees that Q&A video. And again, anything I make on Patreon goes back here. One-time donations. If you're like, I can't do it monthly, but here is a little bit of money. Go buy a model kit. I'll take that money, put it in my account that goes towards buying model kits. So that's another way to support what I do is through Coffee or Streamlabs or PayPal direct donations. Those are other ways to do that if you wanted to. You also could, like Mike, you could be like Mike, who bought this off my Amazon wish list. He bought this model kit off my Amazon wish list. That's why I'm able to build it here on the stream, because I have stuff on my wish list. You buy stuff on my wish list, it jumps the queue. I have other things to build. I got a Lucario model kit I want to put together. I got this one-piece ship that I'm going to be building next. I got other stuff. But I'm happy to build this because it was bought off my wish list. So I've got some inexpensive Lego sets there at the top of the list. I've got some a little more pricey Lego sets. I've got high grades in there, or a couple really nice looking high grades. Some master grades that are very expensive and like I'm not expecting, but maybe they'll go on sale at some point, and you'll want to pick one of those up so I can build it on stream. Various things that are on this list that I would love to build, and you could buy something off my list and then I will build it. That's how that works, and it jumps the queue. Like I said, I'll build it next. In the very bottom, I've got some tools, some stuff that would like help me with the streams, but aren't certainly necessary. But it'll be nice. The alternative would be to get me a gift card for USA Gundam Store. As I said, I have a Gohan kit that's coming at some point that I bought with gift card money from Harold, H-Bomb and Friends, is a longtime supporter of the stream. But yeah, you could buy a gift card there, and then you get a code in your email. Then you send me a DM on Twitter because my DMs are open, and you're like, "Here, Pat, you build something," and I would take that money and buy something for USA Gundam Store, and then build something from USA Gundam Store. So that is another way to support what I do. A way you can support me that is free is join my Discord. Join up in my Discord. I share build photos after every stream. People post things that they're working on at every stream. It is a cool, chill place to come hang out. So if you'd like to help me out that way, that is a thing you could do. Let's see. A couple videos. I put out Pat Baer's Anime Club. That episode was about what I'm liking this season. I put that out. So you can check that video out. That went up this past Monday. Don't know what I'm going to do with my next one. My next one will be the following Monday. Right? Let me quickly just check and make sure. When did I post that? I posted that November 9th. Yes. Okay, great. I have one coming out on the 23rd. I have an idea of what I'm going to do for that one, but I'm not sure. As Professor Zoidberg says, the process of buying from the wish list is very easy if anyone is curious. It is. My Amazon wish list stuff is just like you click it, you put it in there, it ships to me. It's pretty easy. Sometimes people have said like, "Oh, you should get like an Amazon. You should get like a mailbox, like a post office box." And I'm like, I'd rather put that money into just buying kits, honestly. But I appreciate that people were like, "Oh, what about a different way to send it to you?" And to me, it is the easiest way. Also, another video you can watch is I mentioned what next week's Baering the List is going to be. Well, this week's Baering the List, Pat Baer's Baering the List, is about cheeses. I ranked a bunch of cheeses, including cheeses I've never eaten before. I don't know. I felt like I should just rank cheeses because it was a good-looking list. And I'm almost done ranking things. I have only a few more left to do in this year-long project, and I've got a few more ideas. I think I'll be okay. But as far as like me stumbling on ones I really want to do, I don't want to say scraping the barrel, but I'm definitely like running out of things that I'm very excited about ranking. I said cheeses, Dr. Dirty, not Dr. Dirty. Dirty, I said cheese is multiple cheeses. Cheese, variety of cheese, from cheddar to Gouda. I did not rank Cheez-Its. I think I would rank Cheez-Its at Cheez-Its, S rank. Extra cheese Cheez-Its, A rank. It's a little too much cheese. Are there other Cheez-Its? I don't know. I don't know how I'd rank those. I'm sure there are other Cheez-Its, and I'm just don't know about them. But no, I didn't rank Cheez-Its. I ranked cheeses. Anyway, I'm going to take a drink of water. It was requested I do that. And now's a great time. Maybe you can take a drink of water. And then I'm going to talk about some anime I watched since I last left y'all on Thursday. So let me drink a little water here. Excellent. Necessary. All right, let's go to the overhead. Camaro. Okay, so Jujutsu Kaisen. One thing I want to say about Jujutsu Kaisen is the names are bad. The names of characters are very similar, and I understand they sound differently, but like, okay, so you got your main guy, Yuji, right? That's a fine name. It's Yuji. No problems there. We're okay with Yuji. Who's the guy that's training Yuji? Who's his Kakashi? If you want to, if you want to talk about that, who's his master Roshi? Who is the guy training him? His name is Gojo. Gojou. Okay, so that's Gojo. Who is currently fighting Gojo? Who is one of the main antagonists of the show? He is a guy with a volcano for a head. Well, his name is Jogo. Jougo. He has exactly the same letters, just jumbled up a little bit. So I'm going to call Gojo, and I'm going to call Jogo Volcano Head, just to make things easier, because these guys fought. And a thing happened in this episode that I did not think was going to happen for a while, because, alright, so anytime a character has, like, their eyes covered, or, like, their mouth covered, or, like, their whole head covered, right? We're expecting, okay, at some point, this person is going to reveal what they've been hiding, and it's going to be a big fucking deal. Generally, that takes a very long time to happen. Jujutsu Kaisen said, Episode 7, the guy will take his blindfold off, and you'll see his piercing blue eyes that like house a lot of his abilities and power. They were just like, nah, we're going to do this now. Get ready for it. And it's like, okay, all right, Jujutsu Kaisen. So yeah, the volcano dude is supposed to trap him, but he gets goaded into fighting him. He's an evil spirit, but he's like, he can like communicate, and that is rare for spirits, and it's odd that he like completely and totally can like communicate and say what's going on. That is weird, and people are like, hey, that's weird, and they're right. Gojo has, like, everybody has curse abilities, and Gojo's curse ability seems to be like he seems to have the ability, can do impossible shit. Like, he has the ability of, like, abilities. Like, he's said that he is the strongest sorcerer, the strongest user of these arts. And it's pretty clear that he definitely is. He is unbelievably strong. He just kicks so much ass in this episode. There's a domain fight. It's fine. But also, while this fight is happening, our main character, Yuji, is like, he's got a lot of potential, and he's got actually a lot of close combat fighting, but he doesn't really know how to use cursed energy. So he's been training, right? So Gojo just, like, travels to wherever the fuck he's been keeping Yuji in secret, comes back with him and goes like, hey, hang out. I want to show you a practical lesson in fighting spirits. Come see the cool shit I can do. And just literally takes the guy's head off. He reveals his eyes, like I said, which was very surprising, and just fucking removes it with his hand, removes the volcano dude's head from the rest of his body, leaving him as just a head who could talk. And he's like, "Hey, who asked you to come kill me? What's up?" And then Volcano Head is saved by another spirit that is called Hamami, and he is a real weird-looking dude with a weird voice that's all covered up, and he's got plant-based attacks, but he also seems to have some sort of way of like de-escalating things, which is unique and a unique curse. Um, but anyway, that dude just so they run away, and it's a whole thing. Oh, I almost put this on the wrong place. This is kind of interesting. So like, it's gonna peg in, so you can remove this if you want. So I know anime merch is king, but the fact that they are selling full-scale replicas of the cursed finger is weird to me. 100%. Lastbrook is totally right. I didn't mention this episode because it didn't come up, but Yuji has his curse powers because he swallowed a finger that contains curse powers. But yeah, selling a finger is a strange thing. And the fact that someone has bought it, or people have bought it, and people were like, or there are also people out there who are like, I haven't bought that. Anyway, there's a mysterious person I don't know yet. There's evil spirits. There's evil human sorcerers. They meet. That's kind of boring. Also, there's going to be a fighting. We're in episode 7. At some point in the next couple episodes, there's going to be a cross-promotional between two different schools of these people training to do this. There's going to be like a cross-promotional fight, and I don't think it's like going to be a full-fledged tournament, but it is going to be like a fight, like an inter-school fighting arc. Maybe the manga takes a lot more time and the anime is rushing things, but it just feels like this is a fast-paced show, and I don't hate that. I'm into it. The next thing I'll talk about is Rail Romanesque. Again, this show is just cute and totally fun. The Yuri vibes kind of died down in previous episodes. The Yuri vibes are back. The girls that we saw, the Rail Lords, I should say, they're Rail Lords, that we saw in the previous episode who were visiting a gift shop, well, it's time for them to present their ideas. And it ends up being something to do with like bento boxes and like water bottles, and it's like a collaborative effort, and they're very excited because it was just like, the dramatic one is very much like, I couldn't have done this without you. She's very much like, going for that, like, oh, I'm a prince. People would call me Prince, like a prince, kind of a vibe. But she's like, yeah, she's very much like, definitely lots of Yuri vibes. And then the other part of the episode is two of the other rail lords visit a metalwork shop, and one of them gets a knife tutorial, and the other one like knew that that's something that she would like, and she was very thoughtful about it. And it was more Yuri vibes, and that. I think that's just what the show is. This show is just like, my favorite comment is every single episode of Rail Lords, which is a show about these artificial intelligence AI girls who are representations of trains, but not actual trains. That's the episode. And every single episode, one of the first comments on Crunchyroll or Funimation, is someone saying, not enough trains. And I know they're kidding. I know they are not being serious. And it's a great gag. And one of these days, I'm going to do the gag too. Because it makes me laugh every fucking time. And someone's just like, not enough trains. And I think, one of these days I will get there early enough to be the first person to comment, just not enough trains in this show. Plenty of Rail Lords, not enough trains. It just makes me laugh so much. It's just a good gag. Anyway, that show is cute, and I don't care. Whatever. A show that is often cute, but in this episode was pulling at your fucking heartstrings, was this episode of With a Dog and a Cat, Every Day is Fun. Now, normally with a dog and a cat, every day is fun. There's been one other episode that has been sad, or at least kind of filled you with melancholy. And this week was another one of those. So the owner, we don't know the owner's name. She is meeting with her editor, and they're reminiscing. And her editor is talking about her previous dog, the owner's previous dog. Now, to the owner, it's a sad tale because her previous dog was very old and got sick. And she just remembers her like the dog always looked sad before it went. But to the editor is remembering the energetic puppy that, because that's what he remembers. He doesn't remember, he didn't know the dog and when the dog's health was failing. He just knows the dog when the dog was just like really fun and lovable. And that's his memory of the dog. So she has like this moment of just like grief, like remembering and crying. And then her dog is like, current dog is like, I don't know what's going on. What do you need? And the cat is like, what's happening right now? Why are you hugging me? And it's just like a really emotional thing. And it kind of gives her some peace. She's like, I don't know why this makes me feel better that my editor remembers the dog as, that way. But it does. And it's a very true, honest thing. It was I don't know if I'm doing it justice, but with a dog and a cat, every day is fun is lovely, and I highly recommend it if you're looking for a really short series and you're not opposed to a couple moments where it gets like honest and bittersweet. But yeah, I'm a big fan of that show. Okay, and now we'll talk about sport climbing girls. This show is a fucking sports anime. If you were like, Pat, is this more of a slice of life about four girls into a thing, or is it a sports anime that happens to feature four ladies? I would say this is a motherfucking sports anime. So we get a little bit of a flashback of June. June is the freshman who like really was unhappy with Konami because she takes climbing very seriously. It's the only thing that she actually cares about in her life. She cares about climbing. That's all she cares about. And if she's not good at climbing, what's the point? So we get her backstory. We've already seen it. It's like, come on, you got to open yourself to more stuff. Konami was doing incredibly well. In the semifinals, she took her time and only did one attempt for each of the first three problems. She analyzed everything and did it. The problem is her body can't keep up with that, and her mind was going too fast. She doesn't end up. She falls for the first time and doesn't complete the fourth one. But because she did the three, it was fine. Now, the thing that she certainly wasn't anticipating at all, there's no way that she could have known this was going to happen. By her doing incredibly well and psyching up the crowd, and as a newcomer in her first competition like this, her first time in the semifinals, she came in 20th. She barely squeaked in. For her to be able to do three of them at her first attempt mentally fucks up everybody. And this is not a thing I thought we were going to be dealing with in this kind of show. I thought we were really going to just be focusing on her and her adventure. But really, she just like, because people who are like, I've been doing this longer than her, so things are easy. I should be able to nail this. Why am I having trouble? And like people like can't mentally get past that. Like the girl that considers her a rival because they did ballet together is like, I should be better at you than this. I've been doing this longer than you. How is this fucking happening? Like she can't process it. It is really like it's really messing with her, and that ends up being for a lot of people. They're just like, I don't understand what's happening here. And unfortunately, one of the people that gets negatively affected by this is June. And she doesn't want to have it. She doesn't end up completing any of them, which is very unlike her. They were expecting her to do pretty well, and she puts a lot of pressure on herself. But also, she's like just stuck comparing herself to the other freshmen. It does wake Konami up because she was just like, she's still been in her like kind of lost world thinking about all this stuff. So that does wake her up. And she just tried to help her friend, June, but June is not interested in being comforted. That sounds too real. Yeah. Sports Climbing Girls is really it's a fucking sports anime. I like the characters. I wasn't expecting this. Also, the girl who kind of moves like a spider and wears bunny. She wears a hat with bunny ears. I'm not. I hate her. I hate her very much. I mentioned this on Twitter that every time I watch any season of Haikyuu, the volleyball anime, I got really into Haikyuu this year. Um, I can't wait for uh, our boys to win. I want our crows to fly and win so I can start rooting for the other team because that show does a great job of like, there's one dude that I kind of don't like because he was definitely designed to be very annoying, but like even that dude whose name escapes me at the moment, eventually I was like, all right, I kind of like this guy. Uh, like every character is designed so you're just like begrudging respect and you're like, well, I hate them now because our boys could lose to them, but eventually I will love them. uh, this show is not that. There are people that I'm like, oh, people seem cool, and there are folks that are like, fuck this lady. This high school girl is a monster. She's clearly messed up and I hate her, and I hope that she does get her comeuppance because she's garbage. But anyway, um, Sport Climbing Girls is pretty dang good, and I'm enjoying it. And I say I don't like sports anime, and there are a lot of sports anime I have not clicked with and have not enjoyed, but I am enjoying this. This is supposed to be like the roll cage, I guess. So we're putting stickers on here to kind of to note that you can see like the bar. Like this is supposed to be like the bar. It's supposed to work with that. But I do like how they're like, we're not going to put a cage on this, but we'll put stickers on to like give you the illusion of a cage. I think that's fine. So that's the anime I've been watching. I still have not gotten caught up on, and I think I will, but I don't know when. I'm not caught up on Standing on a Million Lives. I just haven't been have any interest in doing it. I think they got past the people the people that they ran into 2 episodes ago. It seems like right now they're in like some sort of labyrinth problems, and so maybe I'll go get caught up on that. But I don't know. All right, so we got here and we got here. This is another. I think this is supposed to be another like roll cage that we're making here. Makes sense. Safety first, y'all. If you're, doing the racing thing, you gotta have safety here. You gotta be careful. You're in a race car like this. It's important. Safety is important. All right, so we did that. Turn that over, and that locks in here. Ooh, I like that. That's cool. So we can have that in, and it'll come down on our driver. That is neat. But yeah, that's the anime I've been watching. I did kind of choose not to. Oh yeah, I already talked about this on Thursday. That King's Raid just seemed garbage. It was really, really boring, and I was like, I am not interested in continuing this show. No thanks. Yeah, I just did not enjoy it, so I'm definitely not gonna continue. But I am thinking that I don't know. There are a couple of shows that I'm like, maybe I'll try this. It's been a while. Like there are a couple of shows out there that I've been hearing mixed things. I don't know. And then the end of the month, you all know that the end of this month I've been talking about it. One of my favorite shows from 2 seasons ago. They got affected by the current goings on of the world. Gal and Dino returns, and oh, I'm so hyped for more Gal and Dino. That show is just dope as hell. So that I'm really looking forward to coming back. I'm probably going to do a rewatch to get caught up, or at least the last episode. I think the last episode was the dude singing in the park, and then them hanging out. The former boyfriend, being like, "Hey, can we like be in each other's lives again?" Which was pretty cute. Um, so I think that's where we left off, and I don't remember where the live action left off. So I kind of want to get caught up on the two weirdo storylines of that show. But I don't know. There is a was it what's the next? There is a new anime coming out in the April that is the four girls really interested in the thing, and I got to see if I can figure out where that was. Let's see. Oh yeah, it is. It is a pottery. There's a pottery show. Uh, Yakunara Mug Cup Mo, which I'm sure will have some other name. But yeah, April's Four Girls Interested in a Thing anime is been teased, is coming out, which is great because that'll be right after Laid Back Camp Season 2, which is going to be in January, which will be our five girls interested in a thing. Although, let's be real, one of those girls is only kind of interested in hanging out. She's not really interested in joining the club, which is fine. It's mostly four girls interested uh, in a thing, and one girl who is very polite and likes them as people hanging out with them, which is fine. Put that on wrong, put that on right. Anybody watching anything right now? As I said, I've been trying to keep up with Desert Bus for Hope, which is fantastic, which has been a good thing this weekend. So that has been a lot of what I've been watching. Trying to keep up a little bit with wrestling, but not too much. I'm kind of in a meh about wrestling right now. This is generally the time of year where I just stop caring so much about wrestling, and I only care about indie stars that I love making the jump to one of the shows, and I'll check out their debuts, and then often I am out of the game until Royal Rumble, and I kind of get back into that, so I'm a bit out of interest in wrestling. I just watched the entire first season of Truth Seekers. It was pretty dang good. Oh, I've never seen that. Cool. So I'm not really a holiday movie show rotation. Just ask that for Lord Crashington. So Lord Crashington, Muppet Family Christmas is my go-to. I will watch that, but I'm not really like into. I'm gonna watch every Christmas special, or I gotta watch all the Friends Christmases, and I gotta watch whatever, and go through. There are a couple anime Christmas stuff I like. I like that. I like the last episode of Laid Back Camp where they're all dressed like Santa Claus. I think that's fun. I did a video about Christmas episodes and there are a few out there that I think are pretty good. So I will often watch some of those because those are often pretty cute. But yeah, I don't have like a lot of. It's a Nick Frost, Simon Pegg show. Dirty. Oh, that sounds great. Um, uh, yeah, I haven't like. I don't have like a lot of. Oh, this is a show I watch every year at Christmas. These are the episodes I watch. These are the movies I watch. Like, I watched Elf a couple years ago with friends, and that was fun. But I'm not big on holiday movies. Like I said, I do try to track down some of the Christmas episodes of some anime shows I like because they're often pretty fun. I might do another video on that. Maybe I will. I don't know. I did a YouTube video of that for Pepper's Anime Club where I talked about some holiday ones that were fun. Like the Love Hina Christmas episode, I think is really fun. I remember that being exceptionally very good. And like there's a few other ones that I do remember really liking. All right, so I got to put 15 and 27. Oh, that's 15. 26 and 27. What is... Oh, that's these. Oh, wow. These are cool. This is giving us the idea of the cage in sticker form. So that's pretty neat. These are like see-through. That's very cool. But yeah, I don't have like a lot of holiday, like, oh, I always watch these traditions for Christmas. It's just never really been my thing. I don't know. I'm sure there'll be something that I'll check out, but right now. Wait. 27. Beyond there. And that's 26. Oh. Oh, now I understand. They gave me 2 sets of these. I don't know why they did. They gave me 2 sets of these stickers because I was like, this looks wrong. What's going on? What am I doing wrong here? I'm not doing anything wrong. There's 2 sets of them. That's awesome. Not an anime, but I keep punishing myself watching Brad play the same 3 levels of Mario 2. The lost levels for like 3 streams now. I'm fully committed. Yeah, I watch those. I can't watch them live because when Brad starts getting really frustrated and I feel so bad, and so I stop watching. That's kind of what I've been feeling lately. But I do check them out because they are really fun. But yeah. I've been rereading Love Hina. I gotta say, compared to 2020 manga, that is downright chaste. Yes, Lastbrook, here's the thing. Outside of one of the characters presenting is very young, I mean, there are a couple characters that are young, but one of them seems to be very young and is a pseudo love interest that seems too young. That is a very chaste comedy, romantic comedy show, comparatively, especially by today's standards. Certainly, yeah. By the time, that was like, Love Hina. It's just like, I don't know. Oops. All right, we are almost body complete on our car. Let's we've got to get the front done here and then put some wheels on it. But yeah, we're getting close. Okay. But yeah, no, I mean, if you guys are watching stuff that it's not anime, that's fine. I mean, obviously, like, I watch a lot of anime, but I was not assuming, I'm assuming people watch other things. I also do watch other stuff. If they weren't so long, Yakuza games and Christmas games could work. Yeah, certainly. That's definitely could. There's a lot of anime episodes about Christmas are very bittersweet. I did include like one that I really like, which is I think I included on that one an episode of Place to Place, which I just think is a lovely, very funny, cute show that has like a pretty good holiday episode. A lot of times the Christmas episodes are an excuse for like nonsense, like in a good way, and then sometimes the excuses for very bad nonsense that is a huge bummer. It's a lot of like, oh, they had alcohol and they were wearing a Christmas dress, ha ha ha, mistletoe, and you're like, okay, all right, anime, okay. Um, it's a shame that Brad gets so frustrated and self-conscious, so he quits and starts another NES game during the Breaking Brad stuff. Yeah. Yeah, there is a live-action Yakuza, but I don't think that there is. There's not been an anime based in the Yakuza franchise. There's gonna be an anime. What's the fucking video game that's coming out? There's an anime coming out based on a video game. Oh, Shenmue. Shenmue has an anime coming out, which I'll believe it when I see it. But yeah, that is technically true. Where the House Husband is getting anime. Yes! Where the House Husband is indeed getting an anime, And that is great news because that show is cool, and I would love more people to know about it, or that manga is cool. So I am excited for that. All right, what sticker is this? 23. We only so many stickers left, folks, so it could only be a couple. This kit has a lot of dang stickers. It's just so many stickers. That's the thing. Like I was like 200 pieces. This won't take long at all to build. This will be like a stream, like half a stream. This will take like an hour and change. But you know, and I knew that it actually would take longer than that because there'd be a lot of stuff left to build with it. But I am a little surprised about how many stickers there were for this. We'll get it done though, which is good. I am definitely want to finish this like tonight, and we will. We're definitely going to get there. Uh, it was a fun build. It's not like I just liked doing it. I was just surprised about how long it was going. All right. No. Go there. Can they just finish the Senmu story in the anime? Yeah, not the. Yeah, maybe they will. Maybe they'll completely do the whole thing. I just put a 900-piece kit on my wish list after going down a Lego hole and winding up on that. I mean, that's a lot of pieces. I've done some big pieces, some big kits before. That's a lot of pieces. But yeah, it's been a while since I did a a kit that like involved like multiple bags, numbered bags and stuff. It has been a hot minute since I did that. Ooh, that does look neat. Ooh, that comes together and looks pretty dang cool. This is a good looking kit. If anything, this would just be nice to have because I need to make sure I had plenty of wheels for my free build, which I'll be doing, I think, in November. I think that's coming up. I'm pretty sure I'll be doing that soon, where I'm going to make a mech out of Lego and just kind of figure it out as we go. That has been the overall, like, plan. It's just been like, okay, see what we need to do, figure out how to build it, make something rad. What's this other part? Sir, why is this in this kit? I don't, whatever. I'm going to quickly look through because this is not a piece you just get extra, but I haven't, and I know it's included, but I haven't seen a place where this was supposed to go. So I have no idea where it's supposed to go. I know I got wheels left and I got the tank here, but let me just really quickly scan and figure out. Maybe this is just supposed to be here to keep it from rolling around. I don't know. That's too many pieces. Yeah. 9,036 piece kit, the Coliseum. Oof. Love to discover a new figure gallery with ideas for Lego mechs. Yeah. I mean, it's just a thing that I've been thinking about. So, all right, let me really quickly just go through here. This could just exist just to keep it from rolling around, but I didn't see any indication of that. So let me. Oh no. Okay. Did I? Yes, I just missed it. Y'all, I just missed it. There's a place this is supposed to go, and I just fucked it up. It goes. This does not go in there. So that goes 3 in. It goes right there. And I just completely didn't notice that I missed it. Behind the driver's seat. Yeah, it just goes behind the driver's seat. I just completely and totally forgot it was there. So, hey, there's your tip of the day, Pat's Lego tip. You didn't really fuck up. You just gotta, like, take it apart a little bit. If there's a piece that's just not there, maybe you fucked up. But you didn't fuck up for that long. And that also gave me a chance to put our driver in the car. So that fucking happened. Yeah, I just completely and totally screwed that up. But whatever. We got it working. We're still moving along. Can I get a Lego kit for Spaceball 1? It would probably fall under the mechanics line. So it can transform into Mega Maid. Yeah, I bet not, but that is pretty cool. I wonder if there's a custom out there. If someone did that out there, I wouldn't be super surprised if someone made that happen. All right, so we gotta put this here. Put this here. Sure, these are all in the right spot. And then on the other side, it's printed on there. Custom. Oh, printed on there. It says Camaro right on there. Put the wheel on. Yeah, so usually there's like a few extra pieces. Not a lot, but there's always like a couple extra pieces with Lego. Like some things they just give you a couple extra of. But rarely do they give you extra of like just a giant piece you didn't use anywhere. Like that's not a thing that you would find. So that was a good indication that something had gone wrong. Oh, we still have the gas tank to put together too. That's the very last piece of this kit after we assemble the wheels. And put the wheels on there. One more wheel. It's not top heavy. Or not top heavy. What I mean. Wheels. And let's build our gas can. Our giant gas can that is way too big for this kit. That is just so proportionally wrong. But I do love it. I do love how big this thing is. But it's just wrong. And then I got to put fuel. Our fuel sticker. Let's go on here. Where's that go? So it goes there, so it's upside down. It just says fuel. Ooh, yeah. What song is that? Just put it right here. Picked up Yakuza Like a Dragon. Oh, someone did a custom set based on T3K. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, he picked up Yakuza Like a Dragon. It's picked me up after this Amazon debacle. Lord Crashton, I understand. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I think that it rules. I think it is a fantastic kit, and I think you will very much kit. It's fantastic kit. I think it's a fantastic video game, and I think you'll really enjoy it. All right, so that is our Speed Champions line. This is a Camaro. We've got some extra Lego pieces. I'm gonna put those in the bag. Sort those later for my set. No major incidents. Did mess up that one thing. Not feeling terrible about it. I think this turned out great. I think this looks awesome. We are going to take out and then start working on a little bit for our next kit here. Got so many stickers. Stickers and then other stickers. Because this says dog paws, not bear paws. But let me take a photo of this. And then we'll start getting we'll get into a little bit of assembly here. I have 9-day coming up soon, and I'm torn between getting that and a new AC. I mean, I'm not someone to tell you about Assassin's Creed because I don't like that game series that much. So I have completed 2. I played Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and I played some of Assassin's Creed 3. I completed 2 of them. I think I completed Brotherhood. I'm pretty sure I completed Brotherhood. but I'm certainly not an expert in uh, that show or that game series. Just take a photo here. Uh, so I can't be like, oh yeah, it totally rules. But I'll tell you, I would be very surprised if at any point I play another Assassin's Creed game. It just never clicked with me. I like 2. I kind of like the stuff in Brotherhood, but yeah, just never really got me. Never clicked. All right, so what is this? What are we doing here? We got a little time left. We're gonna get a little. We'll get into a little bit of it. What's going on with this? Well, this is Garp Ship. Now, Garp is a Marine, or he's a retired Marine, but he was a retired Marine Admiral, and they don't name the ships, like they don't get special names. It's just your name's Marine ship. Excuse me. So this is Garp. Garp is Luffy's grandfather. He has a dog theme. He's not a dog man, but he does wear a hat and cape of a dog, like a hat of a dog's head that then like is part of a coat. And so his boat is dog themed, because everybody's got a little bit of a theme. So that's his thing. If you haven't seen me build a one-piece ship, this is a one-piece ship. These ships have some color to them. Sometimes they're pretty bland. They get a lot of traction out of stickers. So there are a lot of stickers that are going to make this kit work and sing. So a lot of doing this construction is, well, you put this little bit together, I should say, and then put in a lot of stickers. So we'll get a little bit of built-in time left, but it'll be okay. A Lego set that was a Bond car with all the gadgets. Ooh, I do like that idea. Like, yeah, like give me an Aston Martin and then like have it like the pop back open, have an ejector seat. Like that could be very fun and cool. I do like that idea. That is neat. Team C18, C910. Yeah, so also a lot of me building these kits is me going, oops, I forgot this whole row of stickers because it didn't clearly make me believe that that belonged there. Okay, let me go and do that. It's a lot of me using an X-Acto knife and putting stickers on things. I'm not even going to get into stickers because it's so late in the stream. I don't want to do it. We'll just get some of this built, and then I'll deal with stickers on Monday when we continue this kit. There's a Lego Aston Martin a few years ago, modeled off the Goldfinger. Hell yeah, Aristofan, that's awesome. I didn't know that. That sounds cool. All right, so that went there, and this goes like this. And then this goes, yep, that's rails coming up. Garp, if you don't remember him, yeah, Luffy's grandpa, he's a Marine. He can throw cannonballs faster and farther and do more damage than a cannon. So that was his thing. So there's that part of the reason his ship is designed the way it is to have a conveyor belt to bring him cannonballs so he can chuck them. So that's why this ship doesn't have forward guns. It doesn't have forward cannons because Garp is the cannon. Just, fine. Lego Sunbeam Tiger Kit. Yeah, okay. But yeah. Let's see. Garp is now retired in canon after all the stuff his grandson has done, and the fact that more was revealed about who his son is, Dragon. So he's like fine, and then one of his adopted grandkids is bad news, and then I don't even know if I think he knows about Sabo, but who cares? Because Sabo is a later insert character. I don't care that much about him. I lied. I'm going to do some stickers. Let me show you a couple stickers before we wrap up, just to get a couple stickers in. Also, that's where we are in the build. So, Let me do a couple stickers on this one. I'm going to be putting a door and some windows on here. So we need portholes, I should say. 25. This number 25 is the tiniest of doors. There's door number 25. So I will be using this here and slowly trying to place it right where it belongs. Not messing it up immediately. But also, like, if I mess it up, I mess it up, and I'm not going to cry too much. We'll just do our best. So door, and then I need numbers 31. All of 31 are all these tiny holes. I mean, I might have to get the toothpicks out for these. I'll use my X-Acto knife, but I definitely might need toothpicks. Looking at this Aston Martin, and it totally has a hatch in the roof for an ejector seat. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I didn't know that came out. That's very neat. Yeah, I definitely will probably be getting toothpicks for some of these smaller uh, um, stickers. But we'll get these 4 on here, and then I will move on. The thing about the One Piece kits is it has a lot of stickers, but it also, like, you're constantly putting them on. Like, every step. The only step, I think this first step was the only one that probably doesn't have, like, a ton of stickers immediately. So, it's like, okay. We'll figure it out. We'll get them on there. We'll do our best. And we'll go and do more. All right. I'm not caught up on One Piece. I know there's a lot of fighting happening, and then also very happy to hear that the Amnesia storyline subplot is over, which sounds rad. I'm glad that's over because Amnesia, as a storytelling device, is boring. So yeah. I came to realize recently that other than Cat Dog, all my anime shows this season are on Funimation. Oh wow, yeah. I mean, I'm still mixed because there are other things. I'm certainly watching more things on Funimation this season than I am that I have previous seasons. But my Crunchyroll right now is still Jujutsu Kaisen. Real Romanesque is on both, but I'm watching on Crunchyroll because I prefer it. Sports Climbing Girls or Sport Climbing Girls with Dog and a Cat. Every day is fun. Black Clover, Noblesse, Anime Capybara-san. And then my Monday viewing, or my stuff for Monday, my Monday viewing is By the Grace of the Gods and Maisetsu and Sleeping Princess. Those are all Funimation. And then I'm Standing on a Million Lives. I'm thinking I'll come back to. But yeah, that makes sense. Like if that is, like if that happens now and again, that you're just like, okay, this is what we've been watching. Oh no. I thought we were gonna go raid. We were gonna raid Desert Bus, but they're having some technical difficulties. It looks like so. I guess we're not gonna go raid them, but we are done with the stream. I'll take a photo of this. But we are gonna wrap up the stream. I'm gonna give them a minute to see if they're gonna come back. But it looks like they're having some technical issues and are on standby, which is a bummer. Hope everything's cool. But yeah, we got a little bit of the ship done. My next build stream will be on Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to continue to work on this ship, on Garp's Marine ship. So feel free to come and join that. But let me just double check. Yeah, looks like they are in some technical difficulties over at Desert Bus. So we're not going to raid Desert Bus. Well. So if we're not raising Desert Bus, I bet he's almost done, so we're not going to raid him. Dang. Here's the thing. I thought I knew exactly what we were going to do tonight. All right. Well, then we're gonna go raid Xandra because Xandra is playing Teardown still, and Xandra rules. So we'll go give Xandra a raid. But yeah, I thought I knew exactly what we were gonna do tonight as far as raiding goes. Feel free to come along in the raid if you don't feel like it. It's totally okay. Xandra rules, and it'll be a great time to go and spend some time with her over on her stream, so feel free to come along. If you don't want to come along, that's okay. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. Again, Monday, we're going to continue where we left off, so feel free to come to that. But let's go on this raid. Thanks so much for being here tonight. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. If you're coming along, enjoy a cool game and a cool person. Have a great one. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Goodbye, goodbye, bye.